Hello, and welcome to Maidens of the Spear, where we talk about the Wheel of Time, and we have a really good time. And so excited to talk about Wheel of Time with all of y'all. It's gonna be a fantastic. Um, if you have any specific questions or anything you want us to talk about, you can always throw them in the chat, and hey, maybe we'll do it. Never know. Never know. Let me just play with my camera here a little bit. Okay. Looks like we got Alley Cats in the chats. That's not bad. Do 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 do. Boom. Okay. Let's do a little bit of this. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing today? Just gonna stall for a few minutes here, give people time to show up, give Mary Lou time to show up. Mary Lou will be here in just a moment. Okay. Okay. Do, 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 do. Oh, don't make me sneeze. Okay. Let's do this shit. What do I got downloaded? What do I got downloaded for y'all's today? I got all sorts of good stuff. While I do it, while I mess with it, I'm just gonna add some video clips. Talking about the Wheel of Time. All right, while we're waiting, everybody, there's a little poll today. Who should Matt have ended up with? And why was it Talmanes? If you think Matt should have ended up with Talmanes, throw it in the chat. If you think Matt should have ended up with someone else, you're wrong and I don't want to hear from you. But just kidding. You can throw it in the chat too. You are entitled to your incorrect opinions about Matt. Wild as they might be. You are allowed to have them. I would never like prevent you from having absolutely incorrect opinions. But whilst we wait for Mary Lou, let's just we're gonna watch this video. God, I love
How
it.
did the ceremony go today?
Don't know, actually. We haven't talked yet.
I'm sure she's just busy.
Yeah. I'm sure.
I love them so much. I don't know about y'all. Also, we were having some sound issues last time, so if you are in the chat, I would love you to tell me how that sound came off to you. Have we watched the clips on a TV screen yet? Good question. I know Daniel Green. I saw him complaining about 60 FPS. I haven't watched the clips on a TV screen yet, but my computer monitor is 60 FPS. But my download might not be.
How did the ceremony go today?
Don't know, actually. We haven't talked yet.
I mean, personally, I really like.
I'm sure she's just busy.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
Daniel, for confirming the sound is good. Ooh, I like love the jingling spurs. Hell yeah. Okay, that's a little silly.
Name yourself, stranger.
Lan Mondragoran.
I think we can all agree it is a solid good that he is Lan. not Lon. I know everyone was listening for that. I certainly was. I never pronounced it Mondragoran. If it's Lan, it's man. Lan Mandragoran. But it's very silly. It doesn't matter.
This is Moraine.
And this is a point that I also saw Daniel Green talk about on his stream. The lighting here is different than it was in the trailer. I really liked this clip a lot. I thought it looked great. I liked the drama of it. The first time I watched it, I was taken aback. I was like, "What the frick?" It felt a little unreal, which I still think it does. But then the more I watch it, the more I'm like, okay, they're kind of going for like a heightened drama, like Mary Shelley, Frankenstein, Bram Stoker, romantic gothic horror vibe with this scene. And once I start viewing it through that lens, like intentionally heightened drama, I actually really like it.
My lady, can I help you? We'll need stables for our horses and a room for the night. 2 beds and fresh linen, that's all we need.
Okay. I really don't like the rings, personally. I think they look really silly. They're totally impractical. You can't wear a ring that tall. It's just dumb. Yeah, it's really dumb. I don't like it. I know some people think they're cool, and hey, this is a matter of personal taste. This is aesthetic preference. There's no right or wrong. I think they're stupid. I wish it was just a serpent, something a little bit more subtle, but maybe subtlety wouldn't translate as well on TV. But if they're gonna do big ass close-ups like this, I think it would. I don't know.
That's all we need. Of course, Moraine Sedai.
Okay, so we get this like little scene. First of all, I kind of wanted Moraine to just like lift up the fires with magic right there, but that's okay. Now we get our little like Moraine noticing the main characters. So she sees Matt, who's got this like lovely Matt nonchalance. Like, oh, okay. Got Nynaeve. Love Nynaeve just sitting there holding her belt knife. Very Nynaeve. Egwene. And Rand and Perrin. And she's able to just like pluck these characters out for us. Gotta love it.
If you'll come this way.
It is a ridiculously high drama scene. Just all of the staring. 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 Well, I'm gonna stare over here now. And I'm gonna stare this way. Oh, I'm gonna stare at her.
If you'll come this way.
Okay, alright, done staring. You think she's longing? Evil Yvonne says Moraine is longing. Maybe. I would love it if these were all just romantic tension stares.
Is this the famous Warren
Come
look?
this way.
No, this is the original cut.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we can watch the Moraine looks cut.
I love the Warren looks cut.
Yeah, we can watch that one for sure. Hello, Mary Lou.
Hello.
How are you?
Wait, Alley Cat says, are you going to mention the so-called leaks on Reddit? What?
Mary Lou just woke up. There was a Reddit post that claimed it was someone who's like, I've seen the whole first season, which, first of all, I promise you that's bullshit. They have not finished editing the whole first season.
They haven't even finished editing the full season, 100%. They are doing that up to the last second. Do they know anything about anything?
They don't know anything about anything. I can tell you, Mary Lou has worked very intimately in television. I have worked tangentially in television, and know we were both based in LA. Know quite a few people in the film industry.
Hmm.
I can guarantee you, there is no way that they have edited episodes 7 and 8 yet.
There's a chance that they saw like a very, very rough cut, but
Yeah.
like there's gonna be like no CGI in it.
Yeah.
There's gonna be like people in morph
But
suits.
they were
Like
making like these hyper specific claims that hadn't they were like specific enough to make it sound like they had seen the show. They were making claims like they're changing the character of Min. She's now a soldier in Faldara, and it's like, no, she's not.
did they just say that because she's Asian?
No, maybe. I think they just were making random claims to be like specific enough to sound like they could be true. Like, why would someone predict this specific thing?
Yeah, I bet it's
I
all
think it's a
bullshit.
troll. It's a troll.
Major
Uh,
troll. What
there's like
else though? What else though?
I would prefer not to talk about any of them more on this stream. I picked that one because I think it doesn't matter that much.
Mm.
But I know a lot of people, even who've read the books, don't want the show to be like the experience of the show to be spoiled for them. So
Sure.
I'd prefer not
No,
to
that
talk
makes
about
sense.
just on the
Because
off chance they're real.
yeah, that's a good
I'd
point.
prefer not to talk about them.
Because we know the show's going to be different from the books, right? We know that. And so there are going to be surprises and things
Right.
that change. And that's going to be exciting in the moment to discover them. Hi, fat boy. Okay, goodbye, fat boy. He's not interested in the leaks either, I guess.
Yeah.
I do love that Matt's talking with a chick. I can't get over that. It takes me a second to realize which one it is. Because it feels so real. You looped the music really well, too.
Thank you. This is just this is gonna be, I don't know if it's just for this intro scene to like give the
you'll come this
importance
way.
of the characters. Or if this is gonna be a whole show of just long dramatic stares.
Honestly, I hope. They're all really good looking, and I like to look at them stare. So
It's fun to look at them stare.
I lose nothing. I gain a
Yeah.
lot.
You gain a lot. That's a good point. Mary Lou,
It's me. It's me, Mary Lou.
it's you. What, my dear, what is the eggshell Aja? And
Yeah.
before you tell us, first of all, of course, I have to guess.
Yes.
But if you have a guess in the chat about what the eggshell Aja is, throw it in. If you're right, we'll give you a little present. The eggshell
Do we have a
Aja.
list of them, first of all?
No, we need to be compiling
We
a
should be
list.
compiling. I'm going to make a Google Doc. Hold on.
Okay.
And then you're going to help me remember them later.
I did do a tweet where we went through what they were for the first batch.
Some of them, but there are some we've forgotten.
Yeah. Okay,
well,
eggshell
anyway.
Aja. Eggshell Aja is the interior design Aja. Everyone else is like, you're the white Aja. And they're like, no, eggshell is very different from white, actually. White is cold and it makes the room feel cold. And eggshell is actually eggshell is a little bit on the red side of white. So it makes the room feel a lot warmer and homier.
That is spot on. That is exactly what I was thinking. The interior design Aja, or Daniel says the home decorating Aja. And Daniel says, and I swear I was typing that before you said it.
Daniel Brooks, you get a prize, which is our eternal love and affection.
Yes, that's right. Congratulations, you're now an executive producer.
You're now an executive producer. Daniel Brooks is now an executive producer of Maidens of the Spear.
Thank you
Congratulations.
so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Love to have the executives in the room. You know, so fun.
Evil Yvonne, if what you wanted was our eternal love and affection, You have it.
Yeah, congratulations. You already nailed that.
Okay. Mary Lou, what do you think the sepia Aja is? I had this Aja
I
last
wanna
time, but
say
we didn't go
say
through.
my last eggshell. So I settled on home interior design Aja, but I was thinking my other idea was this is the Aja for unstable people. So it's
Hmm.
like you get put in the eggshell Aja, and if we're like
Oh,
they
I
need a
see.
break, it's
Because
like the padded
people are
room
walking
Aja.
on eggshells around you.
Yeah, but it's a temporary Aja.
So their Aja, yeah, it's not a real Aja. It's just like
Yeah,
it's something people say about you. It's like, watch out for Moran Sadai. She's eggshell Aja.
she's in the eggshell Aja. Yeah.
Okay, so
Because that's how I
it's a
feel.
shade. It's a shade Aja.
Yeah, it's a little bit like, oh boy, throwing the
Yeah.
eggshell Aja, the padded cell Aja, you feel me?
Yeah, I
Um,
see. Okay.
okay, the sepia Aja. Is it
Mhm.
sepia or sepia?
I've always pronounced it sepia, but I don't know.
I've always pronounced it sepia, and I've only ever heard it as sepia, so I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, and yet I cling to it. I cling to sepia. Anyway, the sepia Aja, I think.
According to Google, it is sepia. So you and
My
Google.
instincts are just so my
Evil Yvonne
intuition.
agrees with you.
Evil Yvonne, associate producer Evil Yvonne. Um, okay. Obviously, mean my first gut instinct is like photography, but I
Sure.
don't think they've invented photography yet. So I'm
Right.
thinking of like images, or
Mm.
I'm thinking of tableaus, like creating photos or images like that. So they seek out images or something like that. That's my guess.
It's a good guess. Sepia, definitely has the connotations of photography. I was feeling more of through the connotations with photography,
Uh-huh.
more leaning into the these are like old pictures, old
Uh,
video, and
oh,
this
are they the archivists?
they're not. This
Okay.
is the Aja for girls who were like totally born in the wrong generation. Like they just like walk around and they're like, I would have killed it in the Trolloc Wars.
No, boo! I hate those people. They're so boring.
I would have killed it in the Trolloc Wars.
I
Honestly,
just
if I
like
had been in the Trolloc Wars, Manetheren probably wouldn't have fallen. It's just like it was such a better time.
it was
And
just like such a better time. I just like love the aesthetics, you
yeah,
know.
and
Ugh, those
they
people. If
just
you say that, please find a different personality. I I really think there's so much more to
Evil
you.
Yvonne, don't feel targeted.
Don't feel targeted, Evil Yvonne. There is so much more to you.
But they definitely like walk around the White Tower and people are like, "Oh, that's an interesting dress. I've never seen anything like that before." And they were like, "Yeah, actually, this was like all the rage in Arid Hall." Um
Yeah, it's like it's a vintage recreation. Yeah.
yeah, I was just born too late.
No, you weren't born too late, Evil Yvonne. You were born at exactly the right time. This is what I'm saying. You're exactly you. You can appreciate the past and live in the present.
Ooh, the
What
hippie
is the
Aja has
hippie
not been
Aja?
established, Evil Yvonne. If you have a recommendation to make canon what color the hippie Aja is, it's all yours, baby.
All you, Evil Yvonne.
Okay, so Marty Lardy Corbin Schlardy.
C'est moi.
C'est tu, c'est toi. Tie with the tie-dye Aja.
Sarah, I
Of
was gonna say
course.
the
Of
tie-dye
course,
Aja.
the tie-dye Aja is the
Really?
hippie
How did
Aja.
we not think of that? Duh.
Mary Lou, we've got a little competition to go through today.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited to see all the results. I've been very much not on Twitter the last couple days, so I've missed a lot of the discourse, if you will.
Yes. So we started a little LAN Photoshop challenge.
We sure did.
We sure did. So we had this picture of LAN.
Ugh, keep it up. Leave it there.
Leave it
Isn't
there,
that
right?
nice? Wait, how did you do that? You shared it like over our videos. That's
Ooh,
cool.
I did, didn't I? Yep.
Wow.
Okay, so
Sarah's
let's.
secretly Chromaja.
I'm secretly Chromaja. I got.
She
Yeah,
built my computer. Did you all know that?
well, barely. Maddie mostly built your computer.
Still, you helped.
I tried my best. Okay, so let's go through some of these options, Mary Lou, because today we're gonna pick a winner, and
Ooh.
this winner is gonna pick a little prize. And actually, you know what? I should give people who were in it a chance to know we're doing this.
Oh
Um,
yeah, maybe say we'll do it at 12.
we will be picking a LAN Photoshop winner. Ah, this is all caps, by the way, because it's very
Oh,
important.
good. You know I love all caps. Isn't that nice?
Okay, we'll be doing that at noon, and before noon, Mary Lou, what should we talk about? What should we talk about today? Because we did our emergency stream on Friday where we kind of went through all the new news.
We did. We did.
Have you had any new
Has there been
thoughts
any
on
new
that?
news? Oh wait. Well, I saw a tweet.
You saw a tweet.
That could be, this was a few days ago, so I'm struggling to remember if this is the one that I was like, oh, I want to talk about this with Sarah. But I remember this tweet, so we can talk about it regardless. But it was somebody
Okay.
that was like, please, I'm begging you, Twitter of Time, like stop getting upset about the changes in the the Wine Spring Inn clip, because they were like, things have fundamentally changed now, right? This TV show and the media and such is no longer for us. It is to get people to watch the show. They already
True.
know we're in, right? They already know we're going to watch the show. They're trying to get new people
Sorry.
to watch the show.
Yes.
And so that, thinking about that made me think, well, like, duh, obviously the changes, I'm guessing, I haven't seen the discourse, but I'm going to guess the change they're talking about is Moraine's big dramatic entrance, as opposed to, you know, coming in coming in clandestinely in disguise as
Yeah.
a lady and her bodyguard. And
So
duh, it makes for way better TV to have this dramatic stormy night entrance and then 5 minutes of stare down in front of a fireplace, right? Like that's way better TV. And so people are like, oh, but the change will, the reveal and such. And it's like, we don't have that time in an hour of television to have this, like, who's that lady? Oh, she's important, right? We
who's
just go
that
straight to
lady?
she's important, right? That's one of the big things in television, is that anything not important, we skip it. You start with the
I do
action,
want to
right?
talk about this. First, just to answer, Evil Levon asks, I don't have Photoshop. Are there going to be any Microsoft Paint challenges? Sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Of course there will be.
Consider any Photoshop challenge also an MS Paint challenge.
Yeah, no, there's no limits. There's no
There are
limits.
no limits.
Okay. I like this topic, Mary Lou, and I totally agree. But let's watch let's just watch this. I'm gonna mute the video, but we can talk about exactly this topic while it's playing. There are gonna be changes. 100%.
And most of those changes, like, we have to be cognizant of the fact that most of the changes are not going to be just like for fuck's sake, right?
Right.
They're going to make it better television. This is being written by people who write television. This is being show run by people who do television. And that's going to make it different storytelling wise, pacing wise than the books. And that's going to necessitate changes. So, like, at the end of the day, yeah, I agree with Daniel that they can still have that element of like mysterious strangers coming to town, but when it comes to scenes with characters and dialogue, they're not going to waste time with the like ooh, with nonsense. They're going to start
Yeah.
with action. They're going to start with excitement, because that's what makes good television.
Evil
Because
Yvonne asks, have they talked about the pacing? Is it like a season per book? And it's
great
not a season
question.
per book. It is, as far as I understand it, the writer's room has plotted out the entire story onto 8 seasons. So that's roughly like 1.7 books per season.
That's crazy.
Obviously, it won't work out like mathematically that way, because some books can be condensed into half a season, honestly. And um, like, will the last battle be an entire season? Maybe. I mean, they'll be fucking sick. Um,
I hope they don't do the Game of Thrones thing where the last battle is like half an
yeah,
episode.
that would be awful. I don't think they
And then we
would.
get a whole 2 more episodes to talk about something fucking stupid.
Yeah. But yeah, the pacing, it's gonna be faster than the books, like inevitably. The books are 12,000 pages. Stuff has to get cut. Like, if
Yeah.
they made a show that had every scene from the books, it would be, well, how long are the audiobooks? The audiobooks are hundreds and hundreds of hours long.
Yeah. So that's what I want to like. I liked that this tweet was kind of like shaking the shoulders of the fandom a little bit, because that's how I feel. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, if you got what you say you wanted, it would be bad television.
It would be really boring.
It would be
Um,
very boring television, and it wouldn't be as good. So you got to like kind of
well,
trust TV writers
I
a
don't know
little
that it
bit.
would be boring, actually. I think it would be boring for people who weren't fans of the books. People would be like,
Okay,
"Why
good
isn't this
point.
going anywhere?" Like, I would love it. I could sit and watch 300 hours of Wheel of Time television show.
Okay, great point. Yeah,
Obviously,
I would.
the production of that would be unimaginably expensive, and it would take up these actors' entire lives,
And
like,
it
their
would
whole
not recoup.
lifespan.
It just it simply is impossible to do.
It's
Um,
impossible. Yeah, I mean, think about how long it took Robert Jordan to write the books, right? Like, it took him he started the first one was published in, like, 1990, and then Memory of Light wasn't published until what, like 2014, 2013? So that's 2 decades, 2 and a half decades for the books to come out. Randolph Thor would be freaking, 50 years old by the end of the show.
he'd be loose there in Telemont.
And
What does
Michael
Michael say?
Strasser says it is also hard to plan so far ahead for TV. Right now, we don't know if there will be a third season. That's
Exactly.
true.
Because it's all about money, right? Like,
It's all about money. It's all about, also, these are like, an author can sit there and take as long as they want, because the characters exist in the author's head and they're patient. But like, we've already lost Barney for season 2 for who knows what reason. Like, the actors and the crew in this show have lives outside of the Wheel of Time that they want to get back to. But it'll be roughly 8 seasons, if it gets to be 8 seasons. The first season will be Eye of the World, plus a little bit of the Great Hunt and a little bit of the Dragon Reborn
and a
and a
little bit of
little
New
bit of
Spring.
New Spring, but not all of the Eye of the World will be in season 1. Like, things are getting mixed up. Some of the story of the Aes Sedai is going to come to a head earlier.
Yeah. We've already
Um,
seen that with Leandrin and Logan and all that
Logain, but
fun
yeah,
stuff.
I know you pronounce it Logan. Um,
Oh,
and
instead
the
of
fact that, like,
Logan.
Swan and like all the other Aes Sedai in the Hall of Sitters, like, we see Moraine in the Hall of Sitters in the trailer for season 1. And like, Swan doesn't enter the story until the Dragon Reborn in the
Yeah.
books, and we don't see Tar Valon. I mean, sorry, until the Great Hunt in the books, and we don't see Tar Valon until the Great Hunt. It's going to be different.
But that's exciting, right? So Evil Yvonne, exactly making the point that I feel as well, Yvonne, thank you, is that it's exciting because even though it's a story, there's still going to be surprises,
Right.
right? Which brings back to a point that Sarah was making, that a lot of the book readers are like, I don't want to hear spoilers, right? I don't want to hear spoilers because this is a chance for me to be surprised by a story
Exactly.
that I already love. And that's so exciting, right? So all I'm saying is I also want to shake the fandom by the shoulders and say, like, changes, one, are good because it's going to make for better television, and two, isn't that exciting? Then we get to see new
Yeah.
things with the characters that we already love. We get to be surprised by them and experience something with them for the first time again. Isn't that exciting? So,
I think
like,
it's
aren't
going to be
these
great.
changes a good thing? I'm stoked.
I see all over the woke fandom, people are like, "Damn, I wish I could get amnesia so I could read Wheel of Time for the first time again." And
Congratulations, bitch!
yeah,
We can do that now.
we don't know if Logain will be good or evil, right? To me,
Great point.
they are at least obviously setting him up in the trailers and probably the early episodes to look evil, to appear to be a villain. Um, I don't know if they're going to be like mashing him into Mazrim Taim.
We don't know.
I think that would be totally fine, honestly. Like, I know a lot of people love Logain, but he's not that important for the story.
No, I do love Logain. I think he has a cool arc. I wish he had
It's a cool arc.
I wish he had a better resolution. But I think
Cough, Androl, cough.
Cough, Androl, cough. We talk about that a lot. If you want to hear our thoughts on Logan and Androl, check out our previous videos. But yeah, I could see him mashing quite nicely with a Mazrim Taim figure. Maybe one that is not as bitter as Mazrim Taim was, but is more like arrogant like Logan was. That I would find very interesting.
On the other hand, if I'm just like projecting, okay, what do I think the writer's room is going to do?
Yeah.
And they've got this prominent character, Logain, this false dragon, the only other man who can channel. Yeah. And they're setting him up to be really evil, and that is partially to scare the audience.
Yeah.
Men who can channel are evil. Men who can channel are scary. So that when Rand finds out he can channel, it's like, oh my God, the weight of that. Because throughout the books, we get the character's internal fear of men who can channel. And so it's very clear to readers of the books because we have the internal monologues. But without that,
why this is such a terrifying thing, a terrifying mantle for Rand to shoulder.
But without the privilege of having the internal monologues of the characters,
they have to show us. That's the number one rule in screenplay writing, right? Screenwriting is show, don't tell.
So
they are showing us.
That's going to be Logain, and that's going to show why he's scared. Though, now that I think about it, if I were in the writer's room, I would not merge Logain with Taim.
I know what you're going to say. Yeah.
Yeah. I would let them meet. I would let Rand meet Logain, or the audience meet Logain later in the season and find out, wait, he's not evil. He might be a little crazy.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean he's evil. So so that Rand can see a path forward.
Be way more interesting to have him be the main big bad, right? Of like half of season 1, who all the Aes Sedai are hunting and fighting. And then halfway through, whoop, we realize he's not evil. And some of the Aes Sedai who are hunting him, my cat just knocked over a glass of water, so I will need to clean that up. Half of the Aes Sedai who are hunting him are actually evil, right? Yeah. Maybe we hear a little bit about Black Aja then.
Black Aja, definitely about the Red Aja. This is a spoiler stream. I assume people in here have read the books.
That, I think, would be excellent storytelling, and that's how I would write it as well, Sarah, is that half of the season Logain is the big bad and he's everything that we're fighting against, and the Aes Sedai are the good, they're the police, they're amazing, they're so powerful, and then halfway through, click, we find out everything that we thought we knew was totally wrong. The Aes Sedai are not in control like we think they are. There might be some bad elements there, and Logain is not evil.
Daniel says, cut Asmodean, make Logain Rand's teacher. I think Logain is going to be Rand's teacher earlier in the story.
Absolutely.
Mary Lou, you can go clean up your water.
Yep.
I still think we will see... Do you want me to remove your camera? Okay. I think we will still see Asmodean as one of Rand's teachers later in the show, because I think it's important that we see that humanization of a Forsaken. I think Asmodean's a really interesting character for that reason, and allows them to play with the themes of like good and evil, black and white. And then Asmodean is this gray character who is evil, but then kind of has a little redemption arc, but then gets assassinated, and that's going to be big drama because the audience is going to fall in love with Asmodean. They're going to pick, if I'm making the TV show, Asmodean is Rand's mentor. Pick this charismatic, funny, charming musician, sarcastic, sardonic, witty. Asmodean is going to be like the Wheel of Time's Tyrion. And you're going to think, Oh,
Let me in. Let me back in.
This is the
Okay,
redemption
okay.
arc.
He's
This
gonna be the
is-
Loki. He's the Loki.
He's Loki, and then you're like, this is the redemption arc. Asmodean's going to be good. Rand has this ally in the fight against evil, and then without warning, he is gone.
Yeah,
And that is going to be a huge fucking to the audience.
definitely, and it's gonna be so good.
It's going to be so good. Plus, like, just talking about Logain, I think Logain will teach Rand partially at some point. Rand will interact with Logain earlier in the story, but you need Rand to learn from some Forsaken so he can learn some of that ancient magic. Like, Logain can't teach him the good shit that Rand needs to stand up against the other Forsaken.
Mm-hmm.
We need little evil people so that the stakes can be raised with the big evil Forsaken. I agree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because so much of the story is about how, wow, things are so much bigger than we thought it was, right? We are running from Eamon's Field. Oh, how scary. We're going to Camelin, the biggest city in the world. Then we go to Tar Valon. Oh, my God. And then they realize, oh, there's even bigger. Oh, my God. No, there's even more. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's the end of the world, right?
Yeah.
So much of this story is about these kids amping up the ante, the stake.
It's classic D&D power leveling.
Absolutely.
It's good stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I the more I think about it, the more excited I am. But let's just like jump back into that video.
Yeah.
No, actually, we haven't talked yet.
I'm sure she's just busy.
Yeah.
There were a lot of complaints about the lighting early in like the trailer release. Oh, here we go.
What do you mean by that? I like the lighting.
People hated the lighting in the first trailer. A lot of people liked it. A lot of people are like, "Oh, it's like bright and colorful. Wow, good.
Yeah, I loved it.
We're done with the Game of Thrones curse."
Yeah, I love that.
But some people are like, "It's just overblown. It's overexposed. It's bad filmmaking. It looks like a YA novel. It looks, you know."
It did look a little reminiscent of YA, but okay.
It did seem a little overexposed.
It was a little
in
overexposed, but I thought that was a purposeful choice to make it look different, which I appreciate.
And I think that's just the trailer. And let me, while this is playing, I'm going to download the first trailer.
Yeah. So then if we thought that trailer was too overexposed. Look how her hand is on
Name
her
yourself,
knife.
stranger.
So good.
Like
She's a great Nynaeve.
She would.
Lan Mondragoran.
She's going to murder a bitch.
Yeah, she would.
This is Moiraine.
We'll never get over that deep misty fade.
My lady, can I help you? We'll need stables for our horses and a room for the night. 2 beds and fresh linen, that's all we need.
Of course, Moiraine Sedai.
Moiraine Sedai.
Moiraine Sedai. How did she know that she was the innkeeper? Why would she walk right past Nynaeve when it kind of sounds like maybe
Nynaeve is a girl.
Can I help you?
This is that scene in, I mean, this is the version of the scene in the books where Moiraine just dismisses Nynaeve entirely because she's young. And then Nynaeve gets all pissed because she's like, "I'm the wisdom, bitch."
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Still, that just feels kind of illogical to me. Like, how did she know
Name
that
yourself, stranger.
Meryn was...
I mean, she's a nice Sedai.
Lan Mondragoran. This is Moiraine.
This is Moiraine.
Can we do anything for Daniel, honey? I really would. I need him to know that.
My lady, can I help you?
Yeah, so Meryn comes up and asks if she can help her. That's why.
Oh, I thought it was... Oh, I swear I thought that was Nynaeve that said that.
Nah.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
We'll
I
need
thought that was
stables
Nynaeve.
for our horses and a...
Yeah, Nynaeve's not going to refer to her as my lady.
Great point.
She's going to be like, "Get the fuck out of my town."
Get out of my fucking town, you fucking bitch.
But okay, so let me add another video that I just downloaded.
Be strong.
Okay, so this is the trailer. Where's that scene? So this is the lighting in the trailer.
And,
It's much brighter.
It's daytime.
and ages come and pass. Come legend.
I'm trying to find that scene where, because there's only like really one scene that exists in both facelifts. Okay, so compare this lighting
Lan Mondragoran.
to this lighting, and we'll see if it's different.
This is Moiraine.
No, it's the same.
Inside.
It's exactly the same. Okay, they didn't change the lighting at all. Cool. That's fine.
Oh, I love it so much. Spooky
My
ass
lady,
bitch.
can I help you?
These guys, more and more, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's Perrin, that's Rand. That's
We'll need
Elaine
stables for our
sure.
horses and a room for the night. 2 beds and fresh linen,
I
that's
hate
all.
the ring.
Our horses
I
and
know
a
you
room
do,
for
but
the
I
night.
want one.
2
Do
beds.
you like that ring?
No.
Chat, tell us, do you like this ring?
No, I
you
find
like
it
this
very
ring, chat?
ugly, but I want one.
It's a totally impractical ring.
Very impractical ring. But it looks better on camera.
Horrendously. I don't think so. Like, if they're gonna do these like big zoom in shots, like totally unsubtle about it, a big old fat snake eating its tail would look just as good.
Not from far away. I need a big stone. Blue for blue Aja, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, Daniel says the lighting looked a little darker in the clip. All
Oh, you think
we'll try
so?
it one more time.
It's possible. I saw what I wanted to see. The clip.
Okay.
Oh, it does.
The
look
power
brighter.
inside.
I think you're right. I think you're right. It is brighter in the trailer.
Yeah, the color is definitely different.
Mm-hmm. Looks a little warmer, a little more candle lit.
Yeah.
I think you're
Okay.
right, Daniel. Thank
Clip.
you for correcting
Inside
us.
you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's definitely the color's different. It's
Yeah.
a little darker, a little warmer, a little more saturated, which is a good
Michael, I
change.
agree with Michael. I understand why the ring is the way it is, but I don't like it. And
Yeah.
that's how I feel as well. Like, I know why they did it. It's so it shows up on camera better and it's more,
Well, just a big
evocative
old
and
fatty snake, just a big fat snake.
big fat snake. They wanted a stone with a color. It's more iconic, right?
I don't like
or
all the
less
color.
iconic in my opinion, but
I personally dislike the choice of having Aes Sedai dress so in their color.
yeah.
They don't. I'm hoping that the scenes we've seen are just because they're like with the Loghain caravan, and so it's more of like a it's like formal wear because it's
Yeah.
like the Aes Sedai Loghain parade is why they're doing it.
Right.
But
All over the world, there are different names for it. But it's one thing.
one thing, one power.
Why? You know what? We never talked about why Alana would be, or whoever that is. I think it's Alana, but would be healing Lauren.
All
What
over the world,
happened to
there are
Lauren?
different names for it.
I think she gets,
But it's one thing.
I don't know, hurt in the battle with Loghain, or
Probably. That's
um,
maybe why she's not there, right? Why Lan like steps in front of Nynaeve and Nynaeve and Lan are with this caravan and Moiraine is not present. Maybe she's like injured or something. I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
One power.
Oh, she had a gash.
she had a big old gash.
I didn't notice that before.
One.
That's a big gash.
Huge gash.
Yeah, she got like freaking stabbed.
She
Or
got
hit with an
stabbed
arrow.
or maybe an arrow or something. Ouchie mama.
Are these the same clothes she was wearing the night of the Trolloc attack? Okay, remember this outfit.
Power.
I remember it young.
And women who can touch it. There's no turning back.
Yes. Well, she's not wearing a coat, but that's
Not
the
wearing
same. The same
Yeah.
top.
Yeah, it seems like she gets hurt in the Trolloc attack, maybe.
Probably.
I don't know. You think she's injured from when Lan carried her and shot her Logoth, a la the early pick?
Ooh, interesting.
Early pick? Is it in the trailer or is it a picture?
I don't remember this early pick. That might have been before we started streaming.
Yeah, like I
But
think
it's
this
that same blue crepe silk top with the
Yeah.
wraparound. Either that or she has two very similar shirts.
Yeah. It's interesting because people say it looks too colorful. My complaint was kind of the opposite. Like it
That it
looked
wasn't colorful enough.
desaturated and too bright, overexposed.
Mm.
I know, like this scene in particular, it's to show the magic that's happening, and she's surrounded by swirling lightning. One of the Entertainment Weekly picks. Let me pull it up. Mary Lou, entertain the people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've talked about this before, but I will repeat my theory that the trailer was bright and was colorful, maybe a little overexposed, sometimes desaturated, which gave it a little bit of a YA, a little bit of a CW feel to some people. But in my opinion, I think that was to set it apart from Game of Thrones, right? Because for some reason, Game of Thrones continues to do the deep, misty blue and gray filters on all of their scenes. And yes, okay, I remember this picture.
Right. That sounds like a good guess to me.
That's a great guess.
Okay, so she's wearing the exact same thing she's wearing the night of Winter Night in the Trolloc attack. So now I'm guessing they're going to ditch a lot of that early chase. They're going to flee out of the two rivers, and then like
Hit directly Shadar
more
Logoth.
directly, it'll be like
This is going to happen all in one night, and then they escape from Shadar Logoth. We don't get the Tinkers. They're all going to meet back up again.
I think we get the Tinkers. We shouldn't say Tinkers, by the way, because we'll talk about that in a minute, Mary Lou. Apparently, that's a pejorative term for a real life group of people.
Okay.
But I know it's like we're just talking about the in-book people. The Tuathwan. Yeah, I think they will flee. It'll be clear. Lan and Moraine will be like, they're after you. We have to run. We have to get out of here. They're after you. If you want to save your town, we have to go now.
Yeah, all of this is going to happen in one night for sure.
There used to be an ancient city here, and then they'll like dash directly to Shadar Logoth and hide there. And that's where she's gonna get hurt, or maybe she'll have been hurt in the Trolloc attack and like barely be able to make it to Shadar Logoth.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll leave, and Nynaeve will find them before or after. So that was one of the leaks, was that Nynaeve would find them after Shadar Logoth, and Lan would be like, "I need you to help me save Moraine because I know your wisdom."
Is that not exactly according to the book?
Nynaeve finds them before Shadar Logoth. She finds them in Berlon.
Oh.
And then they get split up in Shadar Logoth, and that's when Nynaeve ends up with Lan and Moraine.
Oh, that's like the easiest. That feels like obvious from a screenwriter.
Thank you for that heads up there, Evil Yvonne.
That's exactly what I would have done as well. As a writer, there's absolutely nothing exciting about her finding them in a town beforehand. No,
yeah,
she's gonna find.
That's what I'm saying. Like the leaks that came out, a lot of them seem like guesses that are reasonable given the material we have. Yeah, some of them are. We have Game of Thrones and Witcher, who are very dark. So many think good fantasy equals dark and gritty lighting, and also boobies and blood.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you. This is exactly my point. I'm so glad they're trying something different. I want to see colorful fantasy. I want to see bright lighting and sparkles and like the Hall of the Sitters to me was gorgeous, right? Because it was so different. I wanted to see that. I'm like sick of dark and gritty gray Witcher and Game of Thrones lighting.
Okay, when we did our initial stream reaction to this, we called this out for being shitty CGI, bad compositing, especially here with the red sitters. And then someone in the comments was like, that's actually apparently a real set.
Yeah.
Do we believe that?
No.
I don't believe it. It
I
still
don't
looks
think
like
they
bad
built those
CG to me.
columns. I think those columns and the windows maybe are CGI.
I think the chairs. Well, I don't
No,
know.
the chairs are definitely real.
Okay. Well, anyway, it's not important. But colorful, great. Swan song shape, powerful, magnificent. Love the
Gorgeous.
tattoos.
I love the tattoos.
Okay, so yeah, so this to me looks like the more I think about it, the more I'm hoping this is just formal wear that they're wearing on this Logain adventure. Because I think
Yeah.
it'd be really stupid if all the Aes Sedai only wore their color.
Yeah, though it makes sense in the first season because nobody knows what an Aja is who doesn't
I
read the
know.
books.
I get it. This November.
This November. Vagina Island. Ah, I love it so much.
Happens.
I think they do meet the
Angry
Tuatha
face.
because
And a heartbreak.
I was just waiting for
The
the.
wheel keeps turning.
I think we see them. I think that's the Tuatha one. But I know people are like, that's
Oh.
Beltane.
I
But
think it's
to
Beltane.
To me, it looks like the Tuatha one. Because they're all like colorful and stuff.
That's a good point. Though I'm looking at
And
like
then
the
they all end
tables
up.
surrounding.
They all end up dead. But I know this is
Well,
like.
see, I think those two shots are completely unrelated.
Okay,
I think
so
one is Beltane, and then I think this is the battles because those are all Aes Sedai.
They're clearly Aes Sedai. So you think these are all just Aes Sedai
Completely
warders
unrelated
who
shots
die in
that
the
just
battle?
looked really good together and like make a very interesting comparison in a trailer.
Evil Levon says, I picked Grey Aja because it's a color I know I can rock, so wearing it all the time. That's fair. Good point.
Yeah, I could see them maybe toning it down later. So like all the red Aja. This is bad CGI.
That's not real.
But I could
where's
see it too, that
Aes
red
Sedai
Aja wearing like
Osha?
a red scarf or a red necklace, right? Or a red belt instead
Yeah.
of wearing like all red all the time.
We
But
are
it's
gonna
true in
have
the
to
books, they do
create
wear their colors a lot.
Mary Lou, we're gonna have to create an Osha Aja because there are no handrails or guards on any of these floors. This is
Would
very
that be the
silly.
neon orange Aja?
The neon orange Aja,
The
the
neon
traffic
Aja.
cone,
The
the
neon
traffic cone,
Aja is all about workplace safety.
workplace safety Aja. Yeah, the construction Aja is like, oh, it would be so cool if we built this 5-floor Hall of the Sitters with no guardrails. And then the neon orange Aja comes in and they're like, no. Tarvalin Law, stipulation 304D through F.
There must be handrails and there must be ramps.
Yes.
The dark one is
It's an
coming
important
for
Aja. Okay, Murdral.
friends.
Lan. Who is Lan
Who's
talking
holding
to?
a knife at Lan?
Nynaeve,
Definitely.
right?
Definitely. Oh, I love that. Oh, I can't wait for that
The
scene.
dark
Oh,
one
it's
is
gonna be
coming for
so
your friends.
romantic.
This is Nynaeve caught Lan slinking around. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. First episode.
This is where she finds them after Shatter Logoth.
That's a good option. They get out of Shadow Logoth and then she finds them.
She finds them and she's like, "Give me my friends back, you dumbass bitch." And he's like, "The Dark One is coming for your friends. Come with us."
So that's a good guess. My
That's
guess
right.
was gonna be they come into the inn. Nynaeve doesn't trust them. Later that night, she finds Lan slinking around the town, and she's like, "What the fuck are you up to?" And he's like, "The Dark One's coming for your friends. They're about to attack the town. You need to help me find them so we can get them out of here." That was my first thought. I think yours is probably
I
more
like
right.
that, but that telegraphs that the town is going to be attacked by Trollocs, and I don't think
True.
the screenwriters would do that. I think it would come out of freaking.
You're right. You're
nowhere.
right. Okay, so that's a good point. I think this is Nynaeve. I'm with you. Nynaeve finding them later.
And she's like, "Bitch, give me my friends back."
Yeah, because they're
And he's
clearly in
like,
like a
"No."
forest. Okay,
Looks like it.
we got the little Murdral man. Kinda
So
get this
scary.
Trolloc
Love it.
board. This is where it's too dark to see, and they're
Yeah,
doing
I
that.
would love to like take this and blow it out and see if we can see
I
anything.
mean, I can do that.
I don't like that every Trolloc has horns.
Yeah, that's all the Trollocs look exactly the same, and they're just like dudes with horns, which is not what a Trolloc is.
Yeah. That's frustrating, but I guess it makes sense. It's easier.
Okay, this is the attack. Obviously,
Obviously.
these guys look silly to me, but whatever.
Yeah.
The last.
There's one with a beak. All right.
Oh, I didn't see one with a beak.
Well, I mean, we'll see more of the Trollocs
Yeah.
when the shows.
Battle is coming. The only thing that matters is what you do.
Again, I can't stand that stupid
Whatever
axe
happens
jump.
now,
I know, the
There's
stupid axe jump.
Okay, so by the time they get to the way gate, Nynaeve is with them. Okay, so here or is that Egwene? It's Matt and Rand.
I think that's
Lan and
Egwene.
Nynaeve.
Oh no, that's probably Nynaeve and Lan
Yeah, because she's
catching up to. At least I see Moiraine's white horse.
Well, we can see what they're wearing in that EW photo, actually. If we really want to get sleuthy about it today. I know people are like, why are you doing an in-depth trailer sleuthing from the trailer from like 10 years ago?
Because it's fun.
It's fun. What else are we
And
going to
there's
do?
nothing else to look at.
Yeah.
Not like they gave us anything new. All the new stuff they gave us, we've already dissected.
Yeah, what else are we supposed to do, huh? It is Nynaeve. Okay, let me share this tab. Sharing.
So do you still think that they see the Tuatha on? Yes, because Egwene is wearing brown. Okay.
Egwene's wearing brown, Nynaeve's wearing green. Lan is the one with the sword over his shoulder.
Uh-huh.
So
there's no turning
this
back.
is Rand and Matt have found Lan and Nynaeve.
Unless you see what's around her shoulder, that could be the brown thing that's around her shoulder.
No, Nynaeve's wearing a blue dress. This is definitely Nynaeve.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're wearing the exact same clothes that they are in this image.
Yeah. True.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm just saying that she has something wrapped around her as
No, I
she's
know.
riding.
But it's a green dress.
Yeah, but we can't see what's underneath Egwene's
There's no
brown
turning.
cloak.
That's not a brown cloak. That's a green dress.
But do you see what's wrapped around her?
Also, look at this thick ass braid. That's a Nynaeve braid.
That is a Nynaeve braid. That's not Egwene's
And
braid.
they're with Lan. This person's with Lan.
Yeah, it has to be Nynaeve from the clips that we've seen. Okay.
And then that means that up here. Is that Loyal?
No, that's probably Perrin.
Okay. Well, that's Moraine's horse. And it's going to be. That's a big person back there. I don't know. It would be Loyal.
That would friggin' rock if it was Loyal, but I don't think it is.
We know Loyal's in the show, and they need Loyal to use the ways.
Oh my god, so that might be Loyal.
I think that's Loyal.
Oh my god! When do you think they meet Loyal?
They meet so they're not going to Camelin.
I don't see them stopping in a city or a town.
They go to no, they go to Tar Valon, don't they? I thought they were using Tar Valon as Camelin for the first bit of the story.
Oh.
Because they meet, I think they do, like it's known that they meet Basil Gill. They probably meet Min in Tar Valon, and they meet Loyal in Tar Valon.
And then they ride to the Ways, which is this, to take them to...
They have to get to Faldara. Yeah. And they're like, we have to get there. We won't be able to go fast enough. Now, that's Moiraine there with Aldib in the background.
Yeah, and there's only two more people, and that's Egwene and Perrin.
There's no turning.
No.
Oh no, there's three people!
3, 4.
That's Loyal!
That's Loyal.
It has to be Loyal.
It has to be Loyal.
It has to be.
Loyal, definitely. Far left. It's Loyal.
I know somebody's already done this and already figured this out, but it's fun to figure it out for myself.
I'm pumped.
Definitely.
Oh, Maddie, my dear sweet girlfriend Maddie, pointed out this is more likely to be a dragon than a snake.
I was just thinking the same thing. So it doesn't really look like a snake, does it?
Yeah, although it is kind of what the Great Serpent looks like in the Wheel of Time logo. Assuming that's the Great Serpent, I've always assumed.
But it has like a bit of a snout.
So does the serpent in
Ah.
the Wheel of Time logo. Ugh, Pinterest. I hate Pinterest. Just let me look at the Wheel of Time logo.
Michael makes a really great point. Tom is missing.
Well, Tom doesn't go through the ways in the books.
Yeah.
They need Loyal to go through the ways.
Yes.
Tom disappears when they're attacked by Murdral. But I think the speculation I've seen is they're not going to meet Tom until Tarvalin.
Yeah, because I do not think we're going to have the separation that we do in the books, where it's just Matt and Rand for so long, and just Egwene and Perrin for so long, and Lan and Nynaeve and Moiraine. I think that's going to be. I think they're going to have it. I just think it's going to be much shortened.
I mean, we see Matt. Yeah, sure, it will be shortened, but like we see Matt and this is Matt and Rand after they've been split up.
And possibly Tarvalin in the distance.
That could be Tarvalin. I assumed that was Shadar Logoth.
Why would they be traveling toward it?
They're going away from it.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at him facing it, but
yeah, no, they get out of Shadar Logoth. They cross the river.
Mm-hmm.
And then get
separated. That makes sense.
No matter what happens, won't pain me face.
Eastern dragons are basically serpents. That's true. Yeah, it is the Great Serpent, not the Great Snake. Ruff!
Heartbreak.
This is making me want to do another one of my stupid edits.
Which one?
Okay, do we think this is an Aielman?
Oh. I mean, definitely
I've seen
wearing
some speculation. Definitely a veil.
Like clothing with the veil and the wrapped clothes.
It looks like a Shufa to me.
Does look very Shufa-like.
Pain me face.
I want to do an edit. It's just this wolf going bork.
Bork.
I don't know why. It's in my head now, which means I have to make it or I will be haunted by it forever.
That's true.
Heartbreak. The wheel keeps
I really like
turning.
that scene.
Who is that? Is that Tom?
No, that's
The wheel
Tam.
keeps turning.
That's Tam?
That's Tam.
Okay.
I think, yeah. That's Roose Bolton, right?
Yeah.
That's Tam.
Okay. Just making sure. I forgot.
I don't know. I guess it's Beltane.
I don't think that's the Tuatharan.
All right.
That is just moi.
If I were a filmmaker, I would have such a hard time resisting all those colorful wagons. But fair enough.
I could just see it as a storyline that's just like extra. We don't need it for a while, right?
Yeah, we don't need it yet. We can meet the Tuathalan later when we meet when Fael and Perrin are going back to the Two Rivers. And like we meet them, and that's where we meet Aram for the first time.
Yeah, especially if we are cutting Elias, then
I don't know, Daniel. I saw colorful people dancing, and I thought it was the Tuathalan. I'm sorry, everybody.
The Dark One is coming for your friends.
Okay. We can stop watching the trailer now.
Scary.
I guess this is a shield. I don't know what's going on here.
Exciting.
Phew.
Excited,
Mary Lou,
yeah.
do you know what time it is?
What?
It's 12:05.
Ooh, that means it's time to pick a winner for our Photoshop contest.
Yeah, Mary Lou, while I pull up the Photoshop entries, please sing our Photoshop contest theme song.
It's time to pick a winner for the Photoshop contest. Ooh, yeah.
Keep it going.
It's time to pick a winner for the Photoshop contest. Ooh, yeah.
All right. Beautiful, Mary Lou.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Everybody applause for Mary Lou, please.
Thank you. Oh my God, stop, you guys.
Applause.
Really? No.
Applause for Mary Lou. Okay. So this is the photo I put out.
Love it.
I cut out Lan from that image and I said,
That's all we need anyway.
Photoshop contest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we got some options. We got some submissions. So these are the ones I made. Just Lan being a cool action hero, Lan having rescued the children from the colorful shadow spawn, and Lan very excited to be at Natalie's 33rd birthday party.
Love that. What a good friend.
A very good friend. And then we got some others. We got a this is fine.
That
Lan on-
tracks.
The Lan on Winter Night. This is a lovely submission by the haunted Taviran Tavern at Taviran Tavern on Twitter and on
Love it.
TikTok.
Really tracks.
From Storybound YouTube at Storybound YT, we got Lan apparently hacking the mainframe.
We're in.
Network secure. No
Love
better
that.
network security.
Love that. Oh,
Oh, that's people. This is people pointing out that the sword is indeed curved and using my action hero Lan to do so.
love that.
Okay.
Getting all technical.
Getting all technical. So those are the two submissions on this page.
Okay.
But then we had some more submissions here. Final Fantasy Land. This one's wonderful.
Personally, cracks me up.
It's
I really love
very
it.
good. This is
Very good.
I forgot the name of this meme girl, but
Love that
it's
girl.
that meme.
Yeah, she's terrifying.
This is Lan back here. I love
Very
it. Just a subtle little Lan.
Very subtle little land, which I love.
And my name is Dr. Remy.
Yes, it is. With the
Yes,
ruler.
it
That's
is
quite
with the
good.
ruler, the yardstick. A power rot yardstick.
Very power rot.
And this is a little Zohan. Well, you don't mess with the Zohan.
You don't mess with the Zohan.
This is Lan coming in after Demandred.
Honestly, I love that. It's
This one's
really
great.
good.
And those are our submissions. So, Mary Lou and chat, let's go back through them. Let's give them a score of 1 to 7 golden cranes for today.
1 to 7 golden cranes.
All right. How many golden cranes?
6.5.
6.5 golden cranes.
6.5 gold cranes.
I agree. I say 6 golden cranes for this one.
Okay. So that averages out to 6.25 golden cranes.
Okay. This one, I like the spirit. I'm not sure I get it. I've seen the movie a few times, but I'm going to give this one 4 golden cranes.
Great. Yeah, I think I've seen the movie. I'm not sure. And so I give it 3.5 gold cranes. So that averages out to 3.75 gold cranes.
But Corwin90, I want you to know we appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
This one's from B. Sander fans, Brandon Sander fans. My name is Dr. Emi with the power at yardstick and the hand cutout. Not easy to do.
No.
I also give this one a solid 6 golden cranes.
Yeah, I give this one a very solid 6 golden cranes because at least they recognize the most important part of this picture
Right.
of land, which is that it is a thirst trap.
It is a thirst trap.
Mhm.
Okay. I like this one. I like the subtlety of the small land. I think it's a funny choice.
Yes,
5
Photoshop
golden
for the
cranes.
Photoshop, 6.5 golden cranes. But I don't think land would follow
Forrest
Gump?
Gump.
Forrest Gump.
All right, I say 5 golden cranes for this one, Mary Lou. What's your vote?
I would say 5.5. 5.5. So that's
5.5 golden cranes. Okay. Disaster land meme. That's solid. That's
It's
solid.
really good.
That's a 6 golden cranes meme for me.
6 golden cranes. 6
Yeah.
golden cranes.
6
funny.
golden cranes. Final Fantasy. That's 7 golden cranes for me.
To me, that is 7 golden cranes.
This is
To
a
me, that is
7 golden cranes
full
meme.
golden cranes. This cracks me up.
Yes.
And it's good Photoshop.
It's
so.
great Photoshop. I love it. The hair is so good. The only thing it's missing is a really pointless, dumb, random old tongue phrase engraved
Correct.
on
Yeah.
the sword.
Otherwise, 7 golden cranes for sure.
Okay. No, mine aren't getting judged.
Yours don't count. Although the bouncy house one would get 7 golden cranes for me.
This is fine land. I like this one. This is 6 golden cranes land for me.
6.75 golden cranes
Ooh,
for me. I
yeah,
think
that
it's
moves
very
this one into
funny.
second place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 7 from Evil Levon. It's good. It's good. It's good
very
Photoshop.
funny.
Actually, the outlining.
The outlining is really hilarious. And
They
they like desaturated it to match the comic.
desaturated it to match the comic. They added this yellow highlight to match the fire.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say 6.75 golden cranes
Yeah.
for the haunted Taviran
And that
Tavern.
averages out to 6.75 golden cranes.
I like network security land.
Yes.
5 golden cranes for me.
I'm gonna subtract an entire golden crane for covering up Daniel Henney's face.
That's
And
fair.
I'm so sorry. That's
Why would
me.
you
That's
do
my
that?
prejudice, but I just like don't understand why anybody would do that ever.
Yeah.
And so huge misstep on that part. Love everything
Right.
else.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna subtract from 6 to 5 golden cranes. So you would have gotten 6 golden cranes if I could see all of Daniel Henney's face. Beautiful.
Yeah.
face.
If I were in charge of the mask mandate, it would have a carve out for Daniel Henney.
Correct.
It's actually illegal for Daniel Henney to wear a mask. So,
In my perfect world, yes.
yeah. Evil Yvonne is in IT, so she has to go 6.5, which is fair. It's fair. Okay. And
that was it.
Is all our land. So I believe our winner. Mary Lou, give us a little winner.
Yes, our winner, 7 golden cranes.
Congratulations to Jay Manana.
Jay
At Jay
Manana.
Manana on Twitter. You are the champion with 7 out of 7 golden cranes. Let me congratulate you in person because I have a feeling you're not in the chat.
Manana.
For winning the land Photoshop contest.
With a score of 7 out of 7 golden cranes.
Okay. Crane. Oh, great.
Cranes.
Okay.
Golden cranes.
Woo! Doing our. Why am I typing on stream?
It's too stressful. This was your mistake.
And
a sticker.
Free sub to our Twitch channel if you want it. Or a pride. Oh my god. This oh my god.
See, you never type on stream because it's too stressful. You get performance anxiety, start making mistakes you would never make. Beautiful.
These are beautiful. This was 3rd place, right?
3rd place was Dr. Remy. And 2nd place was This Is Fine. Oh, you should have just copied and pasted.
Yeah. Gotta do this. I gotta do it, everybody. I'm so sorry.
I'm finding this fascinating, like truly absorbing. This feels like the stakes are really high. I don't know what's gonna come next.
Oh no.
Love it.
Okay. And then
now This Is Fine got 6.75 golden cranes.
Yeah.
I love that we took the scoring really seriously because that's important to us.
You've got to. Oh, I didn't mean to undo the retweet.
Quote tweet.
Congrats. Oh my god, people. Is this good content?
Are we loving this as much as I truly am like hypnotized by watching you type. I don't know if that's my ADHD, but it's like absolutely fascinating to me. I can't think about anything else. Oh,
okay.
Obsessed.
All right. Let's pick a topic for next week's Photoshop contest.
Yes.
I'm thinking, who do we want to do, chat? We got some options. I mean, we got like Brandon and Gwen. We got Moraine.
What is she looking at? Maybe.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like Moraine.
I want the Moraine one, and it's like, what is she looking at?
I was thinking of cutting out just Egwene here.
Oh, and what is Rand holding?
No. What is Egwene holding?
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's really funny.
Okay. Well, do them all anyway. Maybe Moraine, maybe Egwene. You got to follow us on Twitter at Spear Maidens to find out what the next competition will be. We will release it on Friday for
It's gonna be
judgment
exciting.
next Monday. Okay.
I love looking at your notifications as well.
Yeah, sorry.
That was sincere.
Okay. Good. Well, they're your notifications as well, kind of.
I have not
although,
logged in several weeks.
I know. I went ahead and changed our name to Sarah, Maidens of the Fear.
Yeah, it's yours. I mean, it's yours.
That's okay. What do we want to talk about now, Mary Lou? Bust out that list of yours.
What?
Didn't you have a list?
Oh, I do have a list. But I'm about to send you a private chat.
Okay. Okay, I see.
And what
all
I
right.
said was, I also have to poop.
Yes. So, everybody, we're gonna take a little bit of a break here for Mary Lou.
Well, okay.
Is that too much pressure for you?
I don't like having a timeline. I do not like having a limit. It's my private
Okay. It's your
time.
private personal time. Okay. Mary Lou, we can just call this one early today. I was gonna suggest we do either a badass tier ranking or a who would win in a one-on-one fight combat bracket.
Okay, that I do want to start. I can last a little longer. However, both of those things I feel like would take like a full hour.
I know. So we can
I
do the
didn't
first
like our
round
last.
today.
I didn't like our last tier ranking because I felt like it was too fast, and I really wanted to like talk about it. That's like the fun part.
Okay. Bracket maker, baby. All right. You know what? We'll save this for next week. I'm gonna make us a combat bracket, and we're gonna figure out who would win the Wheel of Time. The last battle, the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny, Wheel of Time edition.
That sounds fun.
We'll do that next week, everybody. But for now, maybe I'll start doing some polls. I'll make the bracket, I'll put it out, and we will start doing polls on Twitter at Spear Maidens, so you can weigh in, and we'll go through them next Monday.
Yeah.
And in the meantime,
chat, we've got some folks here too. What would you like to see us talk about? We have a lot of things we can talk about. I do have a list. Let me pick up my list.
yes,
You're so welcome, Evil Yvonne. We love having you with us.
We love
Thank
having you
for
on,
joining
Evil
us.
Yvonne.
I'm gonna pick up my list and I'll read it to you guys, and you guys can tell me what you think. What you would like.
Oh, I have something to talk about. Thank you, Michael Strasser. So when they cross the river, there's no Captain Doman, and 100% fucking bullshit that they cut the most important character out of the show.
Okay,
Mary Lou.
Sarah. Optimism.
No, Mary Lou.
Hold on. They're waiting for a more important time to introduce him.
Mary Lou, you can't talk me down from this. No, Mary Lou. Do you know why?
Why?
I've got a little bit of a rant for you, Mary Lou.
Uh-oh, here we go.
I got a little bit of a rant. Thank you, Michael Strasser, for the rant.
Michael.
Okay. Captain Doman, #1 most important character in the entire Wheel of Time story, and the only true Taviran in Randland. Hear me out. Okay. Where do Rand and Matt get saved on the river after Shadow Logoth? On the goddamn spray. By whom? That's right, Bail Doman. And what is he carrying? That's right, a Dark One's seal? A seal of the boar? Wait, you're telling me this guy who saved the life of the Dragon Reborn and Matt, who would go on to lead the forces of the light, and Tarman Gaidon happened to be there at the right time to find both of them, happened to have a seal of the Dark One on hand, and people are going to be like, no way, that's Rand and Matt's Taviran nature, and I'm going to be like, fuck you, that's Bail Doman right there. That's Bail Doman, true Dragon Reborn, Spray Reborn, Captain Reborn, Captain of the Light, Captain of the River, Captain of the Ship, the Spray, Captain of the Dragon, Savior of the Dragon, Dragon Reborn, Savior of the world, Bail Doman, Savior of the Dragon, therefore true Savior of the world. Ever think about that?
It's just math. It's just
That's
math.
That's math right there. That's math right there.
It
There
makes
has been.
perfect sense to me.
Thank you. I have a queer Wheel of Time fans Discord called the Queer's Blessing, and lots of people in the Queer's Blessing are very keen on the idea of Bale Doman being turned into a hot lesbian pirate for the show.
Stop.
Keep the relationship with Eggianen. Just make Bale Doman a hot lesbian pirate. And I love that idea.
Oh my god, I'm super into that.
I
That would
love
be
that
sick.
idea. That would be sick. And people would be like, that do be a change too far. And I'd be like, you do shut the fuck up, because hot lesbian Bale Doman pirate is the best thing they
You
could do
do
for the
be
show.
shutting the fuck up, because
Coffee and Hoot says, I do be
Fortune
into
prick
that
me,
idea.
I do be into that idea.
Even my aged grandmother would be into that idea.
Fortune
Anyway.
prick me.
Oh God! You know what? I'm gonna have to do a more seriously researched and thought out Bale Doman segment.
We will do a Bale Doman
We will
segment.
do a full Bale Doman segment. But for now, be on the lookout on our Twitter at Spear Maidens for Wheel of Time Combat Bracket Round 1 Fight. Heck yes, lesbian pirate Bale Doman from Zukon. Zukon makes incredible Wheel of Time art. You should check Zukon out on Twitter.
Hey,
But
Zukon.
yeah, lesbian pirate Bale Doman is gonna.
I'm into it.
God. And the problem is, I want it so much now that when it doesn't happen, I'll be like, "What is
It'll
this
hurt.
ridiculous change they've made?" A straight Bale Doman? Wow! Someone
Since
called a.
fucking when?
I guess the Wheel of Time got by the PC police, woke police over here.
I love that.
Yeah. Okay. Follow us.
I
at
have some
Spear
other
Maiden.
topics, possible
yes.
topics from my list that maybe we can talk about. Eva Levine gets it. Welcome to our spin-off podcast, The Wheel of Doman.
True, or the Bale of Time.
The Bale of Time. I like that.
Mary Lou, what are your topics?
Okay, here's one.
Okay.
Who's better with women? Rand,
Matt, or
Perrin, or Matt?
I like that.
According to them,
it's the others.
Neither of them knows who's the best with women.
That's a great topic.
So who's best with women?
Okay.
Rand, Perrin, or Matt? Okay, so that's topic one. Topic two is Elaine really that bad?
Okay.
Yes, the answer is yes. But
the answer
we'll
is yes, but the answer
we
is
did
yes,
have an episode, one of our very first episodes, one of our most popular episodes, is Egwene really that bad? She's not that bad, you guys. And we talk about why. And it's very interesting. And if you like the books, check it out. Is Egwene that bad? No. Is Elaine that bad? Yes.
Yes, but only once she gets pregnant and dumb.
But only when she gets pregnant in later books. Early book Elaine, love her, big fan. Okay, another topic that I want to talk about, where did the Ogier come from?
Oh, they're aliens.
Ogier. They're aliens, yes. Okay, so we agree on that. But
we'll talk about, we'll go
we
in
need
depth.
to talk about where did the Ogier come from? Why are they so different? What is up with the Ogier?
What's up with the Ogier?
We already talked about where did more death come from. I want to talk about the Shan-Chan.
Okay.
I want to talk about the Shan-Chan and how they got some of the things that they have, like Grom, like the Rocky or whatever they call them, those
the
flying,
Tarakan, and etc.
etc. So I want to talk about the Shan-Chan and like what must have happened on that weird little island in the sea.
It's actually a huge continent, just as big as the Westlands.
Then I want to talk about what happened on that weird little continent.
And these are all great topics. And if any of these jump out at you in particular, put them in the chat, tweet them at us. Mary Lou, I know you have more, but we got to keep some in the holster to surprise our guests with.
Good point. So of those three things, is Elaine really that bad? Who's better with women? Or four things. Who's better with women? Rand, Matt, or Perrin?
Ogier origins.
Ogier origin story and the Shan-Chan development.
What's up with the Shan-Chan?
What's up with the Shan-Chan?
That's fantastic. So
let us know what you want to hear about.
Pro Shan-Chan discussion here from Michael Strasser. Yeah. So and we will talk about all of this. I mean, this is a weekly podcast talk show live stream.
We will get to all of these. We simply must because
everything.
I need to talk about it.
Other announcements tomorrow night on this channel. Not Mary Lou, but I will be live streaming the first episode of our new podcast, the Queer's Blessing podcast, where each episode, which right now it's looking to be about one per week, maybe one or two per week, just depends on people's scheduling. But each episode, I will be interviewing various queer Wheel of Time fans and getting to know from them questions like, what are their queer headcanons? What about which characters resonate with them? Um, what are their favorite characters? Stuff like that. So if you're a queer Wheel of Time fan, or you're just an ally and you're interested in hearing about the experiences of queer Wheel of Time fans, tune in tomorrow night at 6 p.m. PST. I will be talking to Cool Story Podcast. Very excited to talk to them.
I'll be
And
there
I've
in
got
the
a few
audience.
other
It looks
episodes lined up.
fun.
If you want to join the Queer's Blessing podcast and be interviewed about your experience with the Wheel of Time, join the Queer's Blessing Discord or DM me on Twitter. I have a form for you to fill out so that you can join and we can talk about it. You don't have to be a content creator to be on an episode. You just have to be a fan and you have to be a queer. So that's it. And you can find Mary Lou. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch at Mary Lou Larry Moo, and I hope to see you there.
And you can find me and generally our podcast and shows at Spear Maidens on Twitter and on Twitch, Maidens of the Spear, and YouTube, Maidens of the Spear. And I will actually be back live in 30 minutes at 1 p.m. PST playing Third Age, the fan-made Wheel of Time board game with Critter XD and James from Wheel Up Time, who made the game. And we are doing the second half of our playthrough, and the game is fucking awesome. It's so good. It's so deep. It's so Wheel of Time.
Ugh.
So if you like board games, or you like the Wheel of Time, or you like both, tune in half an hour and watch us play. Even if you missed the first half of the playthrough, it's okay. You can find it on our YouTube or on our Twitch, but I still think it's worth tuning in. But thank y'all so much for joining us today. This has been Maidens of the Spear. And Mary Lou, what do we do on Maidens of the Spear?
On Maidens of the Spear, we talk Wheel of Time, and we have a really good time.
We have a really good time.
We
Thank
have some
y'all
good
so much for being here. Hope you have a good rest of your week.